What's going on, guys? It has been a hot minute since I've done a video on this channel, but that is for good reason. I have been super busy with work, and we've just finished moving houses, and I'm still unboxing, matter of fact. But I thought I would do a quick video and a kind of a two-part series on a new DIY adventure that I've not really done on this channel before. So what that project's going to be is a DIY building my own guitar effects pedal from scratch. So buying a kit, putting it together, designing a whole new graphic template, painting it using water decals, the whole 9 yards. And that's for good reason. So I love tinkering with stuff. I love building my own things. And as I've gotten older, it's kind of gotten worse. But I do have a Helix, and the Helix has a ton of pedals. So this pedal is not out of a need, but more of a want because it's a cool idea. The idea of having, built my own guitar pedal and made my own cables, having a guitar effects pedal that I've designed, built, and soldered and put together and using the board is going to be a really cool idea. Now, what you're going to find is that these kits are relatively cheap. And that's kind of a good thing, because if you're just starting out doing these kits, you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on various equipment. So when you start on developing your own kit idea, you need to think about a couple things. So you need to think about what kind of effects you might want to build. What kind of kit you might want. So they come in various amounts. Every one of them come with components, but you need to determine what size of a kit, if you want pre-drilled, non-pre-drilled, if you want the kit painted or not. And then kind of go from there and start designing what kind of graphics you want. Some people use pre-stick on labels. Some people make decals, paint, envelope stickers, all sorts of stuff. But me, particularly after watching a whole bunch of videos and helpful individuals doing their own take on making their guitar pedal, I came up with a kind of concept that worked for me. And so what I wanted to do was show you guys how I came about my own design and what materials I'm using to make my own guitar effects pedal. And so, the biggest thing on this is just to have fun. I don't need this pedal to perform, but for me, like I said, this whole idea of DIY and building your own electronic pedal and having a unique, boutique pedal that no one else has, that is yours, from concept to implementing the idea, is really cool and fun. And I think that's the part of being a guitar player that's inventive. I mean, Eddie Van Halen had his own Frankenstein guitar, and I mean, for years, everyone has tried to copy that type of idea of doing something fun and unique that no one else can do. You can't just go and buy this pedal, it's yours. And so I think that idea is really fun, and it's really an adventure to just enjoy yourself as a musician. And this is just one part of that. So let's go and switch over to see what type of materials I'm using, and I'll walk you through the steps of how I came up with my concepts, designs, and all that fun stuff. So this, I guess it's epoch paper. It's water slide decal. You can get it off of Amazon. It's fairly simple. You throw it in an inkjet printer, let it dry for a day, throw some lacquer or some gloss over it, and let it settle. When you use the water decal, will slide right off. Just follow the instructions in this kit. The next thing is you're going to want to determine if you want to get a kit that has pre-drilled holes and where those holes are at, or if you want a blank template. And if you do, you need to get one of these drilling templates. For me, the kit I have is already coming with drill templates, but I wanted to use this for design purposes, so let me show you. This system right here is called Procreate. It's on most tablets, and it is a fantastic design template. And so, as you can see here, I mean, there's tons of different design templates you can utilize. Procreate, this is one of the things I use for my tattooing and designing different graphics, so I know how to use this program. So what I do is I import the actual drawing template, and I start adding my graphics to the pedal. And so for me, I start looking at the graphics for the words. I start looking at the graphics for like a boutique kind of style, and then I make sure all my pots are directly over the drilling holes. And so when I go ahead and print my template, everything will lay out even. And I went ahead and put my polarities here, some graphics on the outside. So for me, I kind of, my nickname's the Hobbit, so I thought it'd be really cool to have a Hobbit Overdrive. And so that's going to be a unique pedal that no one's ever going to have. So I went ahead and found some graphics and put the ring inscription. That's going to be another water decal on the side of the pedal. Once you get all the stuff set out, you go ahead and you make your water decal. And so this is what it's going to look like off of the epoxy paper, the water slide. You can see the glossy side is what you print on. And this is what it's going to look like. So all I do is I'm going to slide this off, put it on top of the paint, the painted box, and then we'll let this dry, and I'll go ahead and cut out the pots, the pot drill holes, and go ahead and mount all the hardware. So for right now, this is the biggest stage of the design period. I went through 3 different design drafts until I landed on this one, mainly because the graphics and the text was the last bit of this to go. But I will tell you that getting a graphic system or software of some sort is going to be your winning on this one. So the next step is, now that I have all my graphics done and set up, and I'm happy with that layout, is how am I going to paint the box. So since mine's coming unpainted and pre-drilled, what I wanted to do is find something that would complement this design. And so for me, I picked a one-step painter. It's primer and paint. It is very gloss white, so that'll help with the popping out of the text and the graphic on this, like most boutique pedals. Went ahead and got this clear crystal lacquer. This will be the lacquer that I spray on top of the graphic before I dip it in water so the ink doesn't run away. And it'll also be the lacquer that I spray on top of the pedal to ensure that this water decal has a nice good coat for protection. Aside from that, once I paint all this and lacquer it, let that whole kit dry for at least a day and a half, if not more, before I tighten any parts to give this material time to dry and harden. All right, so where are we at? We talked about why I'm doing the DIY kit, what kind of pedal I'm looking for, how I design my graphic, the kind of colors I'm going for, the materials I need. And now all that is left is for the kit to come in, which probably won't come in for at least a couple more days. So what I'll do is I'll post this video in a segment. So this will be the first segment. When I go to build, what I'm thinking about doing is doing a time lapse, mainly because there's a lot of people who talk throughout the video. And I know when I was looking for my kind of step process, I just kind of wanted to see the whole thing through. So I'm thinking time lapse might be good. And then I'll do a segment with me utilizing the pedal with and without it on, so you guys can hear what it sounds like. But I'm really excited. This is more so for kind of education purposes, to kind of get something else underneath my belt, and it's kind of fun to play with electronics, especially since I like to tinker on things. So this will be a super fun project. I think I'm going to like doing this, and if I do, I will probably do more of these in the future, and just kind of have fun with it and kind of make my own pedals. I think this will be something cool. Anytime that I get involved into my pedal board, whether that's making its own pedal platform for it to stand on, making the cables, I think having my own guitar effects pedal that I've soldered, designed, painted, and made the graphics for is really going to make this this whole pedal board even more so custom to me. And nothing about the money about it, and I'm not doing it to save money. It's just something kind of fun for me to learn on. So I look forward to doing the kit build with you guys, and anything else. If you have any questions, anything you're looking at doing yourself, post them below, and I will get back to you guys. All right, see you later.